This is Tadias. I'm here with Tadias Magazine. We're here at the 41st edition of the longest running free outdoor festival in the United States. Lincoln Center, out of doors in New York, is the same venue where the memorable concert featuring legendary saxophonist Getachew Mekuria and singers Alemayehu Eshete and Mahmoud Ahmed once performed in 2008. Today, the Ethiopian American band Debo will be following in their footsteps, taking center stage. The band will be joined by the amazing Fendika traditional dancers and Azmari artists who came in just for the show from Addis Ababa. Hello, Tadias with Tadias Magazine, and we're here with Danny McConan. Just finished performing, and it was really, really a good show. There's so many people out here just enjoying themselves in the summer air. So tell us a little bit about how you felt up on stage.
Well, I mean, obviously nervous playing in front of 4,000 people or something, but I felt really good about it. We've been on the road now for about 2 weeks with Fendika. So we've really come together as a group, and I mean, spending time on the airport and in the van and at the hotels and stuff, it definitely brings you together. And it's so much fun to spend time with them, and then to play the show. We have about 2.5 hours of music, so we're able to make every night a little bit different, selecting this song for this night, this song for that night. So tonight we had an hour, and I think we were able to put 10 songs together and keep the energy up. So we feel good about it.
You have any behind-the-scenes story for us?
Oh well, I mean, the Ethiopians learning English from the Americans learning Amharic from the Ethiopians. Endless fun, So yeah, I mean, one of the funniest jokes that we have, we do this Hailuga, this wedding song, Yahoo.com, is like one of the jokes of the Ethiopians. So I don't know, I think just really the exchange, the genuine, exchange that people have. It's really a joy.
Okay, tell us a little bit about how it's been, performing with Fendika.
Every time we perform with them, they have this ability to really lift the band off the stage, just the energy that they bring, because they come to it just with they're performers who work 7 nights a week, and they're Malaku always says that he's been dancing since he was a child. He learned how to dance from the streets, So I think that they bring to this a real wealth of of authenticity and of love and of history of playing with this music. So I think they just really bring a lot of inspiration to the bandstand.
Tell us a little bit about your band. What does the name Debo mean?
Debo means communal labor or collective effort in Amharic. It's an old word, archaic word that's no longer really in use. Occasionally you meet someone who says, oh, I know what Debo means, but most of the time, it's, what is it, Debo, Debo, and
Is it Guz or is it Amharic?
It's Amharic, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not fluent in the language, but I've learned a couple of words from people who inspired me and who shared some music with me. And so we were looking for a nice band name, and we thought that this would be a word because it's old and it's a rare word, and also because it has a really good meaning. And I think that any band, any project, it's not going to succeed unless people work together for a common goal. So a band is that in essence. So Debo Band, it's like working together,
Yes, it's one of the most eclectic bands I've seen. Tell us a little bit about how you guys all came together.
Well, we came together in Boston, where I live, and it was a community music project, me, a musician based in Boston, working with Americans, and then I met Brooke Tesfaye, our vocalist. He was the president of an Ethiopian association in Boston, Student Association. So actually we put a Ethiopian band together to play one of these Ethiopian Student Association conferences. The 5th anniversary was in Boston. So me, Brooke, and an Ethiopian guitarist got together, and we just did a couple of Mahmoud songs and Teddy Afro. That's how it started. And then I started arranging music, and I wanted to do something bigger, not just with a few musicians, but so I found a number of these people who were playing in, they were doing like Eastern European music, klezmer music, and they were already listening to Ethiopian music, Eritrean music that they heard on Ethiopics. And they love the food. That many of them, their first love was the food, and then by going to Ethiopian restaurants, they hear the music, and then they met me, someone who was interested in putting an Ethiopian band together. So I already had kind of the germ of it, the beginnings of it from Brooke and some of this trio that we had, and then I had some Americans who were also interested, so I just put the two worlds together, That's how it really started.
Wow, that's really a unique story. I mean, Ethiopian Student Association, a lot of things come of, they are able to come together and do a lot of different things, but a band, this is the first I've heard. I'm sorry. Congratulations. It's been really great listening to you. Tell us a little bit about what you have planned for the future. Like, do you have any CDs that are coming out?
Well, I mean, we have an EP now, a 4-track CD, a live CD that we recorded in Ethiopia, Zanzibar, and also in Boston. But what's coming up, we're hoping to in the next couple of months announce a record deal that we're working on. So I can't say much more right now because it's before the official announcement of that. But we're working on something really exciting. So I hope, I'm sure, we'll let you guys at Tadias know right away as soon as it happens, as soon as it's official. But so hopefully next year, in the early part of the year, we'll have a full-length studio album.
Studio album.
Yeah.
That sounds great, really. We're looking forward to hearing your CD, and good luck with everything.
Thank you so much.
Thank you again. And I'm here with the director of public programming for Lincoln Center, Bill Bragan.
Hi, how are you?
How are you doing?
Good, I'm very happy.
What did you think of the Debo band?
I love the Debo band. I've seen them a couple of times, and I've been just watching them develop. I saw them at Joe's Pub the first time they toured with Fendika, and I've been seeing Danny and watching how they've developed. And I love this project. It's a great band.
And they really have a good fusion going on, the way they're able to balance the two cultures and bring different types of musical elements. I really enjoyed it. I really liked what they did with it.
Yeah, I think what's great about them is that they're so deeply rooted in the music and the source material, but they're really putting their own spin on it. And then when they've got Fendika here with Malaco and Zanash, it elevates it to this whole other level. He was here about 3 years ago, I think it was. We had Getachew Mekuria and the X, and that was the first time I saw him dance, and he blew us away then.
Okay.
So when I found out that they were collaborating, it just also seemed perfect to put them on a bill with the Family Stone and David Dorfman Dance, because the music they're drawing from was happening in Addis at the same time the Family Stone was happening here in the U.S., and I wanted people to make that musical connection, and I wanted the dance audience to really see Malaco and Zanash and see the dancing and really kind of understand what they're doing.
This is one of the longest running free outdoor concerts in the U.S. So tell us about it must be a lot of pressure to try and organize something like this.
Yeah, we work all year round to present 3 weeks of free programming at Lincoln Center. We have about 100 artists this season alone, and it's music of all kinds. It's modern dance, it's traditional dance, we do poetry, and the idea is really to present the world's greatest artists free of charge for the people of New York, and also to bring different communities together. And I think when you look around the audience tonight, you see the Ethiopian American community here, you see funk fans, you see modern dance lovers, you see seniors, you see toddlers, and you really get a great cross-section of New York City.
Yeah. I know you had a lot to do. You were organizing the 2008 concert with Getachew Mekuria and Mahmoud Ahmed and Alemayehu Eshete. That was the first time Ethiopian musicians had come and participated in this festival. How do you go about, picking your artists? Like, there are a lot of artists, abroad, and what makes you pick one over the other in the diaspora?
Well, we want to bring the best artists in the world, and Mahmoud especially was on my list for probably about 15 years in terms of artists that I want to work with. I went to college with a good friend, Hiroi Arafani, who we went to college together. He gave me Eri Melamala when I was in college. I fell in love with the music. When the Ethiopian series started, he started sending me those, and I'd always heard that he can't come to the U.S. There were some visa issues, what have you. And then we just said, you know what, let's try it. And so we were working with the Either Orchestra from Boston, who had recorded at a festival that my friend Hiroi produces in Addis. And they started working on bringing that part together, and then I made contact with the X, and they brought Getachew in, and then my friend was working at Addis to help navigate all of the visa situation and the consulate, because it's very complicated to bring artists internationally. And it was the largest show we had that season, and you really got the sense of the Ethiopian community coming out and supporting, and coming in from Washington, D.C., coming in from the West Coast, coming in from all over the tri-state area, but also the world music lovers and jazz music lovers and indie music fans. So you realize that the music, although it's not as commonly heard in the world music scene, really connects with people of all types. Wow. And I think that's why tonight really made sense too. You could see how it brings different audiences together. building up a story. There's a lot of momentum behind Debo Band right now.
That is wonderful. Thank you so much for taking time out to speak with us here at Tadias Magazine. This is Bill Bragan, Director of Public Programming here at Lincoln Center. Thank you.
All right, and thanks for all the support.
All right, thank you. Have a nice evening.
All right, you too.
All right.
I teach social studies, and of course, Ethiopia is one of the important countries in Africa, which I've used in my studies to teach our students this, and then seeing the blend of the two, dance, the music, the costumes, and the way in which they express the music was very important. And it's always good to see a lot of your native Ethiopians here in and around New York area to hear. They showed up tonight, but they also got a chance to see some of America's music history and hear the lyrics and the content of those lyrics and what they were saying and how relevant they are today. So it's important that we share these different cultures and the knowledge that we learn from each other.
Definitely.
And I'm Garland Core Jr.
Garland Core Jr.?
Yes.
Well, thank you very much.
Originally from Auburn, Alabama, but now living in New York.
And you teach social studies where?
I teach social studies in Brooklyn at PSIS 155.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you. Take care.
All right, have a good one. This is Tzade with Tadias Magazine, and we're here with Malaku Balai of Fendika Band. He's a leader, and we just saw him performing, doing a great performance here at the Lincoln Center at the Outdoor Festival. And we're just going to ask him a couple of questions about, what's been going on. He says he's been doing concerts all over the place and touring with a lot of other musicians. So let's hear from him. Okay, so tell us, how has your concerts been going? Tell us what the feedback has been.
Okay, sorry, my English is very poor, but I will try to explain what I can. I mean, to be here is in New York in Lincoln Center, a special place, and also good for Ethiopia and to promote our culture and to proud of. And still we can see in how many people is here. I think around 4,000 or 5,000 people here. And Ethiopian music now become fashion. Everybody in love in Ethiopian music. And so you can see the music is language everybody understand and dancing and interesting each other.
Tell us how you feel right now.
I mean, I feel right now is I need more concert. Yeah, because this is in Ethiopia, the culture is a way of life to express your feeling. You feel tired, you are in love, or you are in express your life and to your freedom and whatever, and you have music to express your feeling. So the music is a way of life in Ethiopia. So not like just learning 1, 2, 3, 4. It's really rich and a lot of style. So after this concert, I'm proud of and to performing these people, and also I feel free now after dance. I need more movement.
መላኩ በላይ በጣም እናመሰግናለን። We're here, and we came to see a wonderful performance by Debo Band and Fendika. They completely rocked the stage today, and we had a great time. Everybody out here was just enjoying themselves. It was a good mix of all kinds of people, and we just all had a good time and enjoyed ourselves today. I'm Tzade with Tadias Magazine.